So we got asked by Pamela Ann in South Africa to make a video explaining why it's bad to release exotic pets like Elvis into the wild. It's a very bad thing. So a lot of these animals around the world are not native to the areas where they're being kept as pets, and they become an invasive species, so they do survive. It really affects the local wildlife, from vegetation to animals themselves. And a lot of these animals end up thriving in these areas, and they wipe out and really affect the other animals. So here in the UK, we've got a problem with many species of turtles who have been released into the wild, with ringneck parakeets, what are now found in London and other places in Europe and in Africa. Feral cats and feral dogs roam streets, affecting the local wildlife. In Florida, they have African rock pythons, Burmese pythons, spectacled caiman, green iguana, all in the Everglades, affecting local wildlife, affecting the vegetation. And even in the wild, where people are keeping fish, such as lionfish, what are not native to the Gulf of Mexico, not native to the Florida ecosystem, those fish are being released, and they're affecting the local wildlife there, affecting those animals in the ecosystem, bringing down those numbers. And that's all for people releasing these animals into the wild. If you look in Australia, the cane toad, which is a toxic toad from South America, has been released into Australia, and animals what feed on toads, like the quoll, a marsupial, a beautiful little animal, been feeding on these cane toads. It's been poisoning them to death, and unfortunately, it's brought their numbers right down. So releasing exotic pets into the wild really has a negative effect on the local wildlife, from cats feeding on the local bird life, or even here in the UK, cats breeding with the Scottish wildcat, and it hybrids them. And then unfortunately those numbers come down and they don't have strong numbers. So if you do have an exotic pet, first of all, if you are going to get an exotic pet of any kind, do your research first. Contact us, ask us loads of questions. There's loads of great people out there with the answers who'll be able to educate you in the best way forward. But if you do have an animal and you can no longer keep it, please contact us for the best places to release those animals. And there's loads of great sanctuaries out there who we work with as well. So just ask questions before you release an animal into the wild. You're probably going to end up killing your own animal, what you love, and you're going to end up affecting the local ecosystem as well.